Hello everyone, it's me, Clayton. I just finished watching Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which stars Freya Allen, Peter Macon, Kevin Durand, and William H. Macy, and is directed by Wes Bell. Now, Wes Bell is apparently going to be the director who will make the live-action Legend of Zelda movie. And based on how well he captures a world post-Caesar, and when it comes to how he handles an epic story, with our characters traveling through a world that's filled with a history that this franchise would naturally allow it to have. I think West Bell is going to be great for Zelda, but let's get to this, which happens to be a follow up to War for the Planet of the Apes. 300 or so years after the events of the War of the Planet of the apes have essentially taken over the planet Earth as the intelligent species. Noah is our main character, and he happens to be the member of a tribe of apes called the Eagle Clan. When he ends up traveling to a forbidden area alongside his friends, he actually ends up catching the attention of a group of apes that destroy his family home and kill his father. So Noah has to go on a journey to find his family, to bring them back so he can rebuild the camp that were destroyed, and he finds that the apes who attacked him and his family are led by Proximus Caesar, played by Kevin Durand. This this ape basically twists around the ideals of Caesar from the original films to basically lead a cult of apes and to open up a door that can basically lead to a bunker full of human technology and books that he wants to use to expand his rule even further. To gain guns, tanks, computers, all that stuff. So that's all I'll say about the story without spoiling anything. The story here definitely does have a bit more of a typical structure in comparison to War for the Planet of the Apes, but I think it works well considering how it gets across its themes of people twisting ideas of great people for their own benefit. We've seen that with a ton of examples both in fiction and IRL, and I think Kevin Durand's Proximus Caesar is up there with Koba for one of my favorite antagonists in the Planet of the Apes saga. He definitely has the charisma and the manipulation fitting of a cult leader, but I also appreciate how he understands Caesar's ideals to the point where he knows he can manipulate others simply by saying the right buzzwords and the right dog whistles, while still clearly having his own spin on things. He even has a human played by William H. Macy to teach him about human history, especially since that human's basically given up on the humans ever making a comeback in the society. But that's when Freya Allen comes in as May, or Nova, as she's called by the apes. It's funny that she went from Ciri in the Netflix Witcher series to this, considering that she's actually a very compelling character. She happens to try and accomplish her own agenda throughout the film by blowing up an ape's base, trying to get her hands on any weapons she can get in order to stand a chance against the apes, and also help her own cause, which I won't spoil, but let's just say it could lead into something interesting in a sequel, and it definitely does show that even when humans and apes do work together, sometimes they have intentions the other side doesn't like. And when they find out about those intentions, a fragile alliance can quickly shatter. One of the only real bad things I have to say about the movie is that the pacing can be a bit much for some people. The movie's about 2 hours and 25 minutes long, and in some of the sequences where our heroes are just traveling from location to location, it really shows. I think you could cut 15 to 20 minutes out of the film and not miss a whole lot. I understand the importance of building an atmosphere, but there's a difference between building an atmosphere and having something that feels kind of like filler. It just feels like things could have gone faster and it would have made for a story that was just as effective. But aside from that, the film has plenty of great characters, plenty of great action sequences, plenty of great character moments, and it has Peter Macon as Raka, who happens to be one of the more entertaining characters in this whole film. And considering it's a film that has a bunch of CGI apes, that certainly says a lot. That's why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. See you next time.